When did you find out you were going to start? And I assume that's where you'd worked a lot the last couple of days because it kind of looked like Pete probably wasn't going to play.
Yeah, I worked there the past couple of days in preparation to Louisville, and it wasn't just a matter of like if that was going to happen. I knew that if he were to call on me, that I had to be ready, and that's just how I've been the whole year. Is if my number's called, then I have to be ready. So, regardless of what the situation was, I didn't change my preparation to the game. I took it like any other.
You had a stretch in the second half. I think they scored the first 5 points of the half, and then you had a stretch. I think you and Leakey scored the next 12, and I think you had 8 or 9 of them. What was working for you there, and is that maybe the best, most comfortable groove you've been in this season so far?
Yeah, my teammates were finding me, and I wasn't hitting shots early. A lot of them were going in and out, and just a couple of tough breaks, and they're just telling me let it fly every sometime. If you have daylight, just because we've seen you shoot in practice and we've seen you shoot and you're a good shooter. So I just knew that I wasn't going to keep on getting those tough breaks with the rim, going in and out and stuff like that. So I just knew I just had to keep on sticking to my fundamentals and keep on doing what I've been working on my whole life.
It kind of looked like that little flurry you had at NC State last year. Did it kind of feel like that too?
Yeah, I know when I'm in a rhythm and when I'm feeling good shooting the ball and when I can see the whole play develop and where I need to be. And I feel like that's what was happening during that stretch. I was seeing where the help was coming from, knowing what play we were running, knowing what type of ball screen coverage they had. And so my job was to read and react on their ball screen coverage and make sure myself was open, to make sure I was open.
And when they were trapping, too, you're able to just sort of like get your feet set and, you can get ready to catch and shoot, right?
For sure. The big thing being out there, you got to see the play before it happens, and that's something I try to do is just try to see how the play is developing and see how they're covering the ball screens and see what play we're running. If it is a ball screen, just knowing that when my guard comes off, they're going to have to cover and he's going to have to shift, and so that's going to leave me on the backside. So just trying to understand that while the play is going on is what I try to do.
Seemed like most of the threes, certainly you and DeMarco had today, were situations like that. There was a little penetration, they draw the defender, and then they kick out to you guys.
For sure, we did a great job of getting the ball off the double team, especially when they tried to double or hard hedge. We did a great job getting it off, and then playing 4-on-3 on the back end. We did a very good job doing that all night.
Coach Davis says that once your number is called, it's like up to you to take advantage of those minutes. How do you feel you've been taking advantage of that time? Because you have been real efficient out there on the court.
Just preparing in practice and trying to do my best when I come into the game, no matter what the situation is, no matter if we're up 20, down 20, if the game's tied. You just got to treat it like it's just regular and just like any other time you step on the court. I mean, I've been playing basketball for a long time, ever since I was 5 years old, so I try to treat every game like it's my last because nothing's guaranteed at this time.
Here's your last 4 games. Wake, 0 points. Notre Dame, 11 points. UVA, 0 points. Today, 12. 0, 11, 0, 12. Is that the next step, is ironing it out?
For sure.
I don't want to say inconsistencies, but the ups and the downs.
For sure. That's a big thing that Coach Davis tells me, is that he wants to see me very consistent and playing at a consistent level and doing things that I'm good at a consistent level. That may be defense, or that may be scoring, or that may be just diving on the floor, taking charges. Right. But what he wants me to do is just play at a consistent level in all facets of the game.
Right. It doesn't have to be the points.
Mm-hmm. He just wants me to play at a consistent level.
But when you look at the trend, the ebb and flow there of the points, how much of that is just circumstantial, the way the game is flowing? And like today, the shots were there for you. They were created. They were kind of naturally there. Maybe at Virginia, they weren't there so much. So how much of the scoring is a part of what kind of comes your way?
For sure. I don't look at it as I scored X amount of points. It's what I see it as. What I see it through my eyes is that how many points does our team have and how many points are we holding the other team at? Because at the end of the day, no matter what happens, the goal is for North Carolina to score more points than the X team, whatever we're playing. And that's the way I see it. So I'm not really looking at that. I'm just looking at how many points we have on the scoreboard versus how many points our opponent has on the scoreboard.
And Coach Davis was talking about growth and extending the lead. Like, how much do you feel like you guys have grown?
For sure, that was a big talking point. Is that we have to, at halftime, we have to extend the lead because we can't give them hope because they're a good basketball team, and we know that you give any team, especially in the ACC, any type of life, any type of conference, they're going to take it and run with it. So that was a big talking point for us at halftime, just trying to get ourselves on the right track mentally to come out and just play well in the second half.
because Armando is who he is, just what he means to this team, is just his presence there on the court, being able to play today, a lift in and of itself. I mean, obviously he has a double-double, he has a big day, but like just the fact he's able to put the uniform on and go out there, is that
For sure, that's a big lift, and we know what he's fighting through, and we know what he's battling throughout our team, and we know how hard he's playing and how hard he is trying just for us and trying to make this a better program and trying to make us a better team and trying to be the best teammate he can be. So that was real selfless of him, just giving up his body to try to help us win a game.